Hello, I'm Blaze, your commenter for Today, we're gonna be talking about some channels by the name of UTTP, the YouTube Troll Police, I guess. And in short, they're just children who make mean hate comments. That's what they're all about, basically. Like they don't actually help stop trolling. They just troll, basically. And yeah, we're gonna be talking about them. So, um, let me just find a good video. I guess we can look at Parlo's UTTP situation a month ago. I thought it was like a year ago. Oh well, we're gonna react to it because I don't really have anything else. Although I did hear about some stalking and some doxing. Yeah, not stalking, but doxing
No one,
that they would
not even
do.
WhatsApp, can see your personal messages.
I don't even care. Anyways, yeah, I've heard about like some sort of doxing they can do, which I'm not really scared at all. If they try to dox me, that's illegal. That's illegal, and they can get in trouble for it. So yeah, I'm not scared. I'm not scared of them. They can do whatever they want. Because guess what? If they try to do that, I could call the police. Have them handle the situation. So yeah.
He's not going nowhere. He's gonna get caught by the police, and we're not gonna let him escape like that.
Yeah, here's Parlo's video. So, yeah, some of this is not gonna be. I'm not sure what's gonna happen. So,
Now, it's been over 8 months ago since I made my last video on the UTTP, short for the YouTube Troll Police, and it seemed like they had forever faded into irrelevancy.
yeah,
Well,
right.
this was until the ringleader, General Glenn, brought back the UTTP into the spotlight and have allowed the UTTP...
Brother, he looks like an alien. I mean, look at his head. Brother, look at his head shape and the eyes and the nose, bro. The flip.
And all other connected splinter groups to do some of the most repulsive things I have ever seen. From reintroducing their comment bot in which spams big YouTubers' comment sections, urging children to see content, or them raiding Twitch streamers with explicit content to mentally screw with them and their fanbase, or even the UTTP continuing to of numerous and even threatening to swat me and do horrible things to me once again. So please make sure to watch this entire video until the end.
Wait, they swap people? Oh dang, they're really that bad, huh? Well, at least they'll get audience attention and audience retention since they're gonna be commenting on my stuff and viewing my videos. So yeah, I'm gonna get more audience and they're gonna help me out too. So yeah, that's just a win-win for me. Alright? Before we continue, coffee.
Because I want to educate viewers on how bad these people actually are. The UTTP,
Wait,
as
what?
of currently, has seemed to regroup, and this video will address the entire situation and highlight how much of a problem they have become once again. So make sure to leave a like and subscribe if the UTTP needs to be stopped forever.
So
essentially,
they're more than just trolling. They're just more than kids who troll. Interesting.
Ever since the UTTP had fallen into obscurity after being under increased surveillance by the FBI and being consistently banned by Discord, somehow they have managed to claw their way back with the creation of Skibby Farms, being a message board website used a lot by the UTTP and currently operated by General Glenn, now known as Drill Sergeant Hutu, who is essentially an admin for the website. Essentially, Glenn had managed to create a new, stronger version of the UTTP by taking in members of many disgusting internet groups. So allow me to explain in the simplest of terms so you can understand the structure of the new UTTP. Essentially, Glenn is the de facto leader and has taken in culpable and well-versed members of 764 under his wing in order to carry out his nefarious deeds. And for those of you who don't know what 764 is, it is essentially a horrific cult made to specifically single out and of them so that they can manipulate these into carrying out the most reprehensible things you can possibly imagine,
such as live streaming acts of animal.
Wait, this is on the news?
That acts and even in the affidavit,
the news
provided guidance directly to other 764 members how to
effectively shoot, man.
Victim.
I didn't even know it went this far. Wow. I guess I'm gonna be making a lot of views from this video. No, let's check their comments. I'm curious now. I'm really curious. Hmm. I don't know what you think you're doing, but clear this fell on deaf ears. This is the only UTTP person I guess I could see right here. Anyone else? Any other goobers? Or in fact, real life threats from these people? First one on YouTube is everywhere. Okay, so we got some anti ones. All right, great. The YouTube troll police shall fall. Real. All right. So
In response to this bust, U.S. Attorney General Pamela Bondi said these defendants are accused of orchestrating one of the most heinous online enterprises we have encountered, a network built on and the deliberate targeting of
Not only does Glenn now have the members of this cult under his wing, but essentially he has created a new group called Hutu, which is a rebranding of the Foodists, an infamous name which I'm sure many of you are aware of.
No.
Because back in 2021 and 2022, the Foodists would oftentimes rage bait and create bots in YouTubers'
oh my
comment
gosh, Jacksepticeye situation. Bruh. I feel bad for Jack. His father passed away and this is what they do. Sad.
sections to spam insults towards Jacksepticeye's dad or Technoblade, who both passed away, and they did this to get attention. Now, Hutu is a more elite branch of the UTTP with more capable and trusted members, and these people are just one of many who have been openly trying to harass me recently. Then of course you have the main UTTP groups on Discord, one such example being Friends Hub, which is ran by a user named Miami, who is not only a but they also attempted to swat the Roblox YouTuber stake in 2024.
What?
Alright, so basically we call the IHOP. I got the lady on the call, and I'm like, so there's a blue guy. He has a buzz cut, wearing a blue hoodie, and then I told her that he has, and I just kept describing him, and then the girl just went out looking for him, and that's when she just popped out.
Just water. Probably.
Do you have a brother
A brother?
that's worried about you?
No, I don't. We're just recording a video where we're eating at IHOP for the first
someone
time.
just called and said something weird, so I was just wondering.
What did they say?
This is like a guy in a blue hoodie
Bro.
that has, just watch out.
Oh.
I don't know.
I think that
You're
might
the
have
only one in the blue
been
hoodie.
that might have been a prank.
Okay.
Bruh.
Now here is a clip of
That's
Miami
wild.
admitting to having possession of horrific content, just so you can get
what
a
a
grasp of how
surprise.
evil this guy actually is.
I have a bunch of saved out, but same.
You know what? Just before I get mad and just think of the worst things of acts upon them, all I'm just gonna say is God knows what to do. God knows what to do for these types of people and everyone else in this group, so guess we just gotta pray or just do whatever it takes for these people to realize that this ain't gonna go well for them. That's all I can do. And everyone else can do.
Simply, it's just to traumatize people and to make people think I'm a bad person.
And then of course you have the UTTP Empire, which is another large Discord server, ran by someone named FPS, who we have covered in numerous videos before, who is an open who has committed horrific actions and is someone who engages in the distribution of illicit material and is openly a girl named Tiana. So now that we've gotten all of that out the way, let's actually cover what they've been doing recently. The UTTP have been recently raiding small Twitch streamers' Discord servers with content to not only threaten and scare the Twitch streamer who has to bear witness to this horrific content, but also their fan base who have to unfortunately view it being spammed. And even worse in this instance I'm about to show was the fact that they were impersonating as me while doing this.
Guys, I'm back. Is Ray good? Hello. What happened in her Discord?
Holy, you're so funny.
Okay. Where are her mods? Where are her mods? Where are her mods?
Yo, this
I think, bro, I almost opened that
I
stream. Where are
was
her mods, bro?
literally
Lock in mods.
online.
Ray, you just put some in your
and
yeah, check your general.
People like FPS have openly bragged about doing these Twitch raids and even bragged about impersonating me while spamming illicit content to these people. So they're very open about the degenerative acts here. FPS even went on to state that he ran the comment bots which were used to attack Creekcraft's channel and comment section, and that he even ran the Twitter bots used to spam me and my friends. Going on to state that the UTTP will be larger than ever before, with old members set to return. The UTTP had even threatened a father on livestream by stating that they would do horrible things to their child, causing the father to start recording the UTTP members in his live chat to then forward the proof to the police.
Bad, but
I mean, it's absolutely repulsive.
The name, and I just want to get a photograph of that just in case it's true. Make my life a bit easier.
Oh shit.
1 second.
Oh shit.
And Ballbucks, man, you best pray that this is incorrect.
Oh gosh.
FPS is even seen stating how he wished to push this dad to... In the chat too, while this was happening, they proceeded to claim that they lived at my address to try and once again impersonate me. Now, in order to get my attention, the UTTP have also attempted to harass me or others who I'm engaging in drama with. One such example being Harry Twinkle, who was only 15 years of age.
Wait, Harry Twinkle? Oh yeah, I've heard about this guy. There's a lot of drama surrounding him, I guess. Pedophilia, I don't know. It's just stupid drama, I guess. I don't know.
Call I had with Harry Twinkle, the UTTP raided his Discord server with absolutely horrific content in order to scar him and his fanbase. And this is what he had to say in response in the call. This was his live reaction.
Yeah, but
oh my god, they're sending horrible things. Please delete the channel. Oh my, who's owning the server? They're sending animal.
What? Are you kidding me?
Dude, delete your server.
You get it, right?
Oh shoot.
Dude, I hope I really you're joking.
No,
what?
I'm not joking.
I'm joining right now. Hold up. What the?
They're sending and then reporting this to try and get your server.
Oh no.
Oh no, this is bad.
Oh no.
Don't look at it. Okay. Who owns the server? Who can delete it?
I'm getting
I'm starting to get okay. I know I'm just so nonchalant in emotion, but I'm starting to get a bit I'm starting to get a bit worried here, but on it, I have to be strong. God knows what to do for me. That's all I can say.
Good.
Okay, we need to ban those people. They sent too. My God, what the?
Meta, how can I get my
This is not the time. Oh my gosh.
Make silly faces.
No.
A lot of the harassment these UTTP members conduct comes from their Discord servers, where they engage in hate raids to attack not only Twitch streamers, but also me and my friends. And not for any specific reason, but just because it's fun for them to do. It's morally bankrupt, it's disgusting, and the content they spam to me and others is absolutely... Now, Skibby Farms, as we have discussed, is also another platform of harassment that these people use and utilize. And I'd like to preface the fact that none of you should access this platform under any circumstances. You should instead forward this all to sufficient law enforcement. Essentially, however, Skibby Farms is a message board website operated by members of the UTTP and others under General Glenn, and it has over 700 members. Somehow, this website has not been taken down, despite the fact that there are threads present of these UTTP members bragging about all the that they have into. For example, a Hutu member named Connor Talks shows an example of someone who they got to. FPS, who is someone I've addressed already, is then seen posting a list of alleged that he got to, with him even stating that he had a lot more images on another laptop that he owned in which was confiscated by police. He then also goes on to state that he has a video of a stating this is for FPS before allegedly engaging in a disgusting act on camera. Connor is then seen posting more images with someone the word Hutu into that, however exclaiming that the girl did not right. I mean, this is absolutely repulsive behavior, and it's clear that the methods conducted by 764 have spilled a lot into what the UTTP are now currently doing. Members of Skibby Farms are empathetic to and have even urged one another to conduct fake threat reports on my address to get me swatted by police. Now, in regards to the leader himself, General Glenn, aka Drill Sergeant Hutu, he essentially admitted that he was friends with Solomon, who was a school. He would have middlemen get illicit images off of to then have these be blackmailed into being for him, essentially in a UTTP, and doing whatever he orders of them, essentially blackmailing and FPS, being one of these middlemen, bragged about the benefits that it gave him, and Glenn states himself how he instructed FPS to save the images to use on a later basis against it, stating himself that he was able to force the to do whatever he wanted. When asked if this method still goes on, Glenn dodges the question, so it is painfully obvious that this is all still probably happening, especially when FPS is still seen bragging about getting more images from his victims on Skibby Farms. So essentially, Glenn is the leader, and he gets his middlemen, such as FPS, to do all the dirty work, so he is not implicated in the process. But then he uses the affected victims as to which he all openly admits to, and apparently he has a lot of them. And keep in mind, everything discussed in this video is merely just the tip of the iceberg. It is no secret that the FBI is notified about these types of people, but I do urge anyone watching to inform them about these specific users and about the platforms that they use to engage in these horrific harassment campaigns. When Glenn, the ringleader, is compromised, all the other factions that he runs and has unilateral power over will eventually crumble. It is only a matter of time. And also, I'd like to state that if any member ever sends you illicit content, I heavily urge you to mass report it and block the users, as I have done myself. We cannot afford to see the UTTP come back this year and materialize once again like they did last year. So that is why I made this video, to educate and inform viewers on how these people operate and what they have done, and also to defend myself from their impersonation tactics, because they're going to attempt to keep on doing this over and over and over again. But anyway, for clarification as this video ends, this video is not intended for hate, harassment, or cyberbullying whatsoever. This video is instead intended for educational and informative purposes only, going over this entire situation as a whole in a documentary style context. I'd also like to clarify that this video is absolutely intended for more mature audiences as well, as more mature themes are being discussed, so viewer discretion is of course advised. All necessary content has been sufficiently blurred, and this video complies with all of YouTube's community guidelines, including the YouTube Child Safety Guidelines. And with that all being said, thank you all for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new.
Wow. Okay then. So, what we learned about the UTTP, they are disgusting. I'm sorry for being that judgmental, but I don't normally take lightly of those kinds of situations. They are disgusting people, especially their leader. I am kind of scared of them now, although God knows what to do. So yeah, and either way, it's not going to stop me from uploading this video and, you know, call out these types of people who do these types of things to others for the fun of it. So yeah, you know what, like for example, in the Bible, really quickly, like there's people who preached about it and called out on people doing bad stuff, and they were like persecuted for it. Yeah, I'm gonna be uploading this video. I'm gonna risk getting attacked. I'm 17 years old, man. But honestly, I'm just trying. I should spread the message too. All right. So yeah. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. And shout out to Carlo's or not Carlo, Parlo. Shout out to Parlo's video about the UTTP situation is bad, etc., etc. Yep, here's the channel, here's everything else. So yeah. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you have any comments or questions or whatever you want to put in the comment section below of my video, right here, go ahead. And yeah, this is Commentary Plays signing off.